Alright, we're back. The more Zula Ilath-Pal. And we're in the Soul Cairn. Oh, I need to move Mantella window a bit up.
Only those who have suffered long can find the light within the shadows.
And let's get Mantella up.
Ah, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
I'll add Bolina.
Have you ever had a dream where you could you dream that you could anything, dream any where you could do anything?
I must return to the frontline Alessian headquarters at once. Lives are hanging in the balance.
Victory will be mine!
How does one get in here again?
Now you burn, Fetcher.
Remember there being some way to lower these gates. Oh, just attack these.
Sweat.
I always think it's much more complicated, but they made this to be beaten very easily.
Powerful words. Powerful words. I found a paper talking about a cliff racer attack. What an interesting find.
Careful with those flames, Zula. Everything here drinks power the wrong way. Let me see that page. Cliff racers in the cairn's a new kind of nightmare. Jiub wrote like him and trying not to remember and failing. Baggett, we keep moving. Watch for soul fissures on the left.
Page 8, clean edges, no bleed. Good. I'll log it and cross-check his route against the next waystone. And please stop spamming Red Mountain. This place harmonizes to repetition. To more casts and we'll wake every seeker within a mile. On me, locate and size up for Boneman Pike Ness.
Yes, Cliff Racers, my old choir of spice. Wherever harden Archnage to restrain your macro.
Thought I saw some fragments in there.
Why would writings of Saint Jiub be here? Also, Serana, do you have any idea where your mother could be? I'm just wandering randomly.
The soul cairn collects what people won't let go of. Pages, regrets, grudges, they get snagged here. Jiub's hatred of cliff racers could anchor a city, so a few scraps of it ending up in this place doesn't surprise me. As for my mother, when she hides, she builds misdirection into the floorboards. If I were her, I'd nest near a stable focus and a way to watch the approach. Look for places where the soul stream bends around stone like it's avoiding something. She liked dead ends that aren't dead ends.
Not random then. Pattern drift. The pages suggest a survivor's path. If we thread Jiub's route to the next Keeper Stone, we'll likely hit a resonance spine your mother would exploit. I've got 3 candidate vectors. The tall keep with the violet arc lamp, the silent courtyard with only 2 warden braziers lit, and the broken causeway where the wine stutters every 4th breath.
Am I supposed to be impressed? The power of Magnus is at my command.
It seems trouble has found us.
Die, damn you!
Aerial combat is honestly interesting. Oh no. We got that bug to deal with.
What creatures are these? They are skeletons, but not made from bone. Some sort of Daedric energy.
Just silver given shape and a bad attitude. Arrows will crack them, chucks will scatter them, but they reform if you leave the lattice humming. Hit the summoner or the anchor brazier and they stay gone longer.
Daedric energy, yes. Budget skeleton TLC. Break the subscription by cancelling the oil radio at the brazier. And Archmage to try not to speed loot that amulet between swings. The audience can see your inventory juggling.
Just following the edge.
Want my advice? Never welch on a bargain with the ideal masters. They don't take it very well.
That's the last time I argue with a Dromora.
That's a very big soul gem in that tower. What exactly is it?
A focus, not a gem the way you're thinking. The Keepers use those to siphon and corral whatever drifts to freely. Souls, echoes, sometimes pieces of memory. Think of it like a lighthouse that steals boats instead of saving them. If my mother anchored a hideout anywhere, she'd do it in the shadow of one of those so she could predict the patrol.
I just wanted to see
It's a
what the
soul
council
condenser key
called
to
it.
the tower's ward lattice. Don't hit it blindly. If we spike it, it will ring the whole quadrant. West play.
Fine!
Have the feet of braziers cut the lowest two, then slip under its arc on the offbeat. I'll take the left conduit, Serana jammers the right. You hold the middle and mark any keeper that stirs.
Enormous glowing clock
Come
lock,
on.
Archmage. Do not press on it until we have saved the game.
Fine!
Get out while you can.
I got close and it started to tug on my soul. Honestly, I feel like I should cast a healing spell.
That tug is the tower's draw. Don't answer it with more magicka. You'll just give it a bigger handhold. Step back onto the dark stone, breathe, and keep your wards thin and personal. Here, stay inside my shadow for a moment while it forgets you.
No heals into a siphon. Round first, plant your feet on unlit flagstone, exhale on a 4 count, and touch your amulet to the cold edge, not the glow. I'm damping the feeder on the left, there. When the tub drops on the offbeat, we move past in 3 steps, no channeling, no inventory shuffling.
Resist the urge to mash the green potion, Archmage. Avan Paran will not have you. Save the cast for when we're not standing in a hungry funnel.
All right, let me pull up Chrome. Window, bring it over here. I want to look up the ideal masters. They get to USP. I will share with you guys. Ta-da. Yes, these are in fact the ideal master. Just kind of reading it here. All right. I'll probably have Zula mention that these are the ideal masters later on, after we visit a couple more. Waiting for the save. Why is it like that?
Nerevar, those corpo bastards at Taco Bell removed the nacho fries from their menu again.
No, put Mantella back on top of OBS so I can see it.
Found you.
We'll strike you down.
Let's get this over with! Whoa! This falter had a few lightning strikes turned a white soul gem into black soul gem!
Then step away from it. That's not
There is
blessing,
no
it's
glory
butchery.
in death.
You won't get away.
Means the lattice just broke the
They
nation's
hate us
battle.
because they hate.
We're not feeding that thing. Back the gem for evidence, not use, and
Run
keep
up
your
on the
hands off
thug.
any altar that
Return their
hunts.
body to the streets.
Confirmed inversion lattice. It's keen to intently discharge, not ritual purity. We treat that altar as hostile. No offerings, no taps, no channeling, and I'm tagging the perimeter so we don't drift back. Gem goes in a sealed pouch warded, straight to containment when we're out.
Congrats, Archmage. You discovered Soul Can's liqueur in Felny Kiosk. We are not swiping the loyalty card. Move along before it tries to upset
ChatGPT is so bad with Big Author. Is there anything more that I can buy on this guy? Yeah, there is absolutely nothing.
Such is the power of the written word. say I found another page of St. Jiub's writing. It seems to be his recollection of landing on Morrowind.
Keep them coming. Jiub's pages aren't just stories, they're breadcrumbs. Landing on Morrowind, he'd have fixed bearings in his head from there. If we line his memory of shoreline and ash with the way these towers lean, we'll stop wandering and start walking his route. Stay near me while we move. Bowmen like to swarm when they hear nostalgia.
Page 1, good condition. I'll index it to page 8 and plot his first camp against our current drift. If his account mentions went off Red Mountain with a taste of ash, that likely means a spine running northwest-southeast. We'll ride that scene to the next Beaver Stone.
But there is a soul there. I want to talk to it.
Emptiness consumes me.
Okay.
From cliff racers to this lovely hole for dead people poetry.
Only those who have suffered long can find the light within the shadows.
Well, look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their bones. Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers. How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer? You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. Oh, people would track me down just to see what I had to say. Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win you any friends around here. I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground. Bring me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart. Odds and ends I've gathered over the years. Well, used to gather, before all of this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal, if you have the husks. Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
Powerful words. Powerful words. This page mentions being saved by the false god King Vivek.
Jiub had a talent for getting saved by things he hated. False god or not, he walked away to write about it. That tells me the next page won't be far. Survivors drop words like breadcrumbs. Keep that. We can argue theology when we're not being siphoned dry.
Page 10 noted. His contempt actually helps. When he spits at a name, he anchors a place and time. I'll stitch 1, 8, and 10 into a route and mark a clean corridor past the next brazier. And wild healing station that listens in the soul furnace.
Private friendly, yacht, out. Keep moving, Archmage. If the next page praises Sophosil's clockwork Havius, I'm uninstalling the afterlife.
This is the power of the Telvanni. I found a blade. It's enchanted to drain health. In some ways, it feels similar to the ebony blade.
Put it away for now. Blades that drink feel familiar because they all ask the same thing eventually. In the cairn, the hunger gets louder. We can catalog it, box it, and argue provenance after we're out of this siphon.
Agreed. Draining enchantments harmonize with this plane's pull. Sheath Bloodspin and the ebony blade both. I'll tag it as hostile use only. Sealed pouch. No drawing near anchors or altars.
Ah yes, the help steel side braid. Congratulations, Archmage. You've routed ebony blade lines.
Alright, I want to go back to UESP. They have Bloodbane thing. Once I find something, I will share. I hate fandom. Nope, all the information there is just that it's a museum item. Can't actually connect it to anything. Alright, I am going to BRB. I return with ice cream. Because I have ice cream, probably going to be on mute for a bit because it's kind of hard to eat with the mic in front of my face.
Who's there?
Found you.
Strike me again. I dare you.
Try, damn you! I'm gonna slap your balls like the bells of the 6th house.
Look at that creature fighting us! Is it a spirit
The
possessing
power of
dragon
Magnus
bolts?
is at my command.
Me, the immortal sword?
Like you left me with no choice.
Keeper, not a spirit. The cairn binds the soul in 2 old dragon bones and puts it on patrol. It hits like a dragon. Eyes like a sentry. Break the bindings, not the bones. I'm for the glowing joints than the root. Plates on the ribs. When it staggers, I'll freeze the socket. You drive it down.
Not a true dragon, constructed warden. See, the fur anchor lifts along the spine and wing knuckles. I'm marking the left 2 with line. Does first, then he joined when the lattice stutters on my count. 3, 2, 1 now. Boards, then do not shove into the pool.
Dragon cosplay with the time card, Archmage. Delete the glowing runes, not the skeleton.
Well, it died easily enough.
Don't let easy make you sloppy. The cairn replaces its toys fast. Pocket the gems, eyes up, and stay off the bright stone while the tower calibrates.
Plainkill, good anchors. Black Soul Gem goes sealed. Grand goes to reserves. Reset formation to Breath's offbeat step, and no channeling until I see.
Speedrun any percent keeper deletion, noted. Onward, Archmage, before the dungeon. Spawns the rematch with extra particle effects.
There we go. Your face.
Wait. I just drained the Op's entire life force, and I could only fill 1 lesser soul gem. Y'all pussies lame as fuck.
I can't remember how long I've been here. Has it been a day or a century?
Damn, Nerevar, did you see that? I lit his ass up.
What was that?
You're dead.
This is honestly cooked. Seeing these soul gems become black. I might write a paper on this process.
You can write the paper after we're out and the gems are sealed in a box that doesn't hurt. Right now, every time you admire the tray, something listens and offers you an easier version with a worse price. Keep your hands off Walters. Keep your voice low, and let's move.
Observation is fine, but execution is not. I'll log the inversion sequence.
Let's get this over with!
Say that. On my beloved. When we're home, we'll draft a container protocol we still with this someone. No one should replicate it.
Red fish, blue fish, I'm gonna cut you in two, bitch.
The power of Magnus is at my command.
To be reckoned with. Responsible scholars.
Bing bong, fuck your life.
I'm gonna have to kill you. Again.
You won't get away.
What have you got?
Die, damn you!
Pronounced positive canthal tilt as much as I do. It means I am a predator, a killer, designed by thousands of years of evolution to be an alpha. A woo.
Ass. this over with! This is the power of the Telvanni.
Back to dust.
This is the power of the Telvanni. Die, damn you!
Rah! Rip and tear, Nerevar!
You Enwa!
Me amas la verga de burro, yo tengo más grande verga de todas.
Seeing that violence is our best strategic move.
Sorry ass motherfuckers ain't got nothing. Fucking nothing. Here we go!
Victory will be mine!
This ass-kicking is brought to you by Raid Shack. Legend.
I am never alone.
Ah.
I'm gonna have to kill you.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Victory will be mine! Why won't you die? Take that! The power of Magnus is at my command. Let's get this over with!
Very impressive.
Nerevar, I just ordered a 55-gallon drum of lube off of Iliac Bay. We are going to have fun tonight.
Hey, so...
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful.
I was just thinking about some alchemical principles. Comprehension, destruction, and reconstruction. You first need to understand the structure of what you're trying to transmute. Like what wheat is made out of, and how those properties fit into making a health potion. Then there's deconstruction. You break down the wheat into a more malleable state, along with the other ingredients. Finally, there's reconstruction. You use the energy and materials created from the deconstruction to make what you're trying to make, like the health potion. Please do hurry up with your page collecting. Ugh.
Can you smell? What did?
Found another page. Seems he attacked a nest and angered the mother cliff racer.
That sounds like.
It's a shame I... Zoom your soul, but you chose this fate.
Stay in my shadow. If anything rises, I'll pin it and you finish the tether.
Cage locked. Mother Racer Rage. Artillery. Pivot towards rift, and we've got another vector. On me, offbeat stat, and no channel cast until I call it. If a brazier hums like I'm not letting the lads leave this fight.
We're not speedrunning the DLC called Cliff Racer.
Bingo, bango, bongo. You're a dead fucking mongrel.
That'll teach
So
you.
naive.
There's another giant soul gem here on this tower. It's feeding off a bunch of souls. Wait, is this one of the ideal masters?
Not an ideal master itself. Think of it as their eye and hand, an altar stone key to their will.
Conduits left, right, and a pivot spine on the windward side. I'm cutting right on my count. Sron takes left, and hold center, and do not. On the off, cross and working 2 steps. If it helps, it's board.
We are not engaged with the bosses today.
Your lives are forfeit, for this fight is over.
Why won't you die?
fighting now? You're not even worth the ash in my lung.
Another page found. Maybe of the last cliff racer he killed.
Back in and stay close. Jiub's victory laps make good reading in terrible time. Miss men like to drift in on sentiment. I'll pin the next riser. You mark the tether and we keep moving.
Stay away from the crystals.
If he calls
or
it
you
the
may
last,
find yourself
he anchored a
becoming one of
finish
us.
good for our map bad for
I wonder
wonder.
if my family misses me.
On me, offbeat
I
step
wonder
than
if
wards
they're still
only.
alive.
Do not channel at the tower and do not test any altars while we're in their eye.
Ah yes, Saint Jiub's finale, Season 1. Collect the page, Archmage, and save the binge read for after we escape the so-sponsored hallway.
I once met a Khajiit that was so high on moon sugar he thought he was you, Nerevar. Why all these Dunmer baddies got no daddies? I could fill the role, you know.
Moving mic. Sarana, come up here. Come on up here.
I can't imagine living here, or being dead here, or whatever they call it.
Mother? Mother!
Maker. It can't be. Sarana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Sarana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Has she explained nothing to you?
Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that. It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal, his place in oblivion. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter? Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers. You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path. Serana? This stranger may call herself a vampire, but she knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to her?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father!
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So, to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about? You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different. But in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again, but I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Take that!
Deed? Cool!
This is the power of the Telvanni. Let's get this over with! Die, damn you!
You're digging your own.
How much is this even increasing my alteration?
That's what I thought. Figured.
So, Serana, your mother mentioned a ritual to become a daughter of Cold Harbor. Do you need a hug?
I don't need a hug. I need you to keep your feet under you and your hands off hungry altars. The ritual was what it was. It made me what I am, and it kept me alive long enough to be here, with you, telling you to duck while that brood swings. If you want to help, stay in my shadow and take its knee when I freeze the joint.
Questions later, control now. On my count, Serana pins, Zula cuts low, I'll mute the brazier. 3, 2, 1, move. And Zula, if you truly mean comfort, prove it by following the cadence and not feeding any blades.
Nothing else here?
I will never back away from a challenge.
Nice.
Deed? Cool!
over with! Take that! Victory will be mine!
Hold on. Did you hear something? We are called to battle once more. Let us feast then.
This is the power of the Telvanni. Let's get this over with!
We out here cranking 90s on fucking Outlanders. I be spinning my game like a fucking friend. Sunglasses indoors, hitting that stroke game. Come, Nerevar, come. Come and look upon my jerkmate leaderboard. Look, Nerevar, see how I have obtained the ranking of Emerald.
The most honest.
Now let's play some co-op.
The power of Magnus is at my command.
Too many people.
Do you honestly think you stand a chance?
At last! We spill the blood of the lesser mortals.
Are these mortals?
Give him hell.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I should use that.
Oh, yeah,
First, summoning.
I'm about to bust it down style.
Oh no, you don't.
Die, damn you! I just love this story. The passion, the characterizations.
It's empty. Why is this thing empty?
Your wound seems serious.
Oh golly, I'm all turned around. I think this is the direction I want to head to get back to the wall. Anything here? Nope, doesn't seem like it.
Be wary, for we are surrounded.
Stay back.
Deed, go!
Let's get this over with!
Won't get away.
Here's your same-day delivery. Courtesy of Amazon Prime.
Die, damn you!
Send this bitch to the penis explosion chamber.
Neat.
I'm about to give you the ride of your life, Outlander. You straight up gonna be riding this shit fucking crazy style. Check it B. Fireball.
Is there going to be a save? Fine, I'll do it myself.
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles a few times.
One moment. Darn. Is there anything more to this area?
You won't get away.
Just high enough that you have to jump over.
Deed? Go!
Where is it? I want my black soul gem.
Take that! Ass! Let's get this
Oh,
over with!
Mafala's web actually does something. We're moving way faster than I expected.
What was that?
Deed? Go!
Die, damn you!
Mercy! Mercy!
This is the power of the Telvanni. Take that! Let's get this over with!
Enough!
Victory will be my team! Take that! Why won't you?
That was close.
You won't get away.
Let's get this over with! Filthy sweat!
Oh, that was actually a pretty cool angle for a picture. Double pickaxe. There we go. Back to the blue wall. we're going to continue to go around. Where does this lead to?
Ass!
I am the blade that will strike
Let's
you
get this
down.
over with! Take that!
I was hoping for a new page. And it fell. Oh well, I didn't want it anyways. And I fell. Yeah, I've already been to that.
Hey, buddy, you should never hit a girl. You'll burn for this. Roar!
Dude, come! You won't get away.
You Enwa! Victory will be mine!
That's all you got? You're outmatched.
Why won't you die?
Help Nerevar! They're treating me like an Argonian! I cast anal prolapse. All right, now I'm pissed.
Let's get this over with! Take that!
This won't end well for you.
Ouchie!
Any pages anywhere? Why was Harana highlighted as an enemy?
You won't get away.
Alright, and we connect back to where started on this side of the wall.
get this over with!
I don't even see a chest in here.
They never learn.
Victory will be mine!
Voila. You've fully connected. Now we just need to explore a bit more of the center. Yep. There's the crater.
Is someone there?
Deed? The power of Magnus is at my command.
Apes together, strong.
Die, damn you! Let's get this over with!
Who's there?
Deed?
I don't mind.
Do you have any health potions? I got
Die,
a headache.
damn you! Take that!
I'm about to send your ass back to the character creation screen.
Don't you even think of laying
Death
a
to
finger
you.
on me?
You never saw this coming. I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
Not what Pot of Greed does. Pot of Greed only draws 2 cards. Graceful Charity draws 3, but then you discard 1. Basically the old school version of duality.
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles a few times.
Yep.
Eu vou enviar seu...
Why won't you die?
Deed? Go!
Die, damn you! Let's get this over with! Die, damn you!
Yeah, I've been here. I guess we can check out the Reaper's lair again.
You no longer hunger, grow weary, or feel anything but loneliness.
All right, let's do this.
There must be more needed.
Oh no, you don't.
Take that! Let's get this over with! Die, damn you! Hey, I found another St. Jiub cake! Bracelet free!
Can I not explore this area?
Let's get this over with!
Deed? Kraul! Deed? Go!
This is the power of the Telvanni. I am never alone. Am I supposed to be in? Victory will be mine! Take that!
No one will remember you. Like tears in rain. Nerevar, I need to get a cylinder out of a slightly larger tube without harming the cylinder. I have tried frost troll fat and spriggan sap. Nothing is working. Any ideas? It's Nerevar? I don't like Skyrim's version of Sheogorath. He has become the meme Daedra. Back in my day, the level of crazy he would deploy on you mortals involved skipping rope with the intestines of a pregnant woman. I mean, he was a true psychopath. Now he is just like, ooh, cheese, ooh, silly noises, ooh, cheese. Though I guess I am one to talk. Ooh, foreskin, ooh, racism, ooh. Sounds good.
Well, at least you are self-aware, Dagoth.
Self-aware or not, keep your eyes up. You just took a hit. Back to steps onto the dark stone and breathe while I cover. And whatever you pulled from that chest, don't test it here. If it hums like a bell, it belongs boxed until we're out.
Reaper fragment noted. It stays sealed. No taps, no attunements, no clever experiments in a siphon field. Zula, center of, thin ward, for count exhale. We're moving on the offbeat to the next scene, and we are not debating cheese, intestines, or mems with a hungry tower listening. Dagoth can monologue after extraction.
Let's go back to the Reaper Tower. I have no idea how many are necessary for this thing. I may as well deliver them as I get them. I think this makes 3.
Ass! The power of Magnus is at my command.
dare face me, the immortal sword?
Oh, everything's gonna die
The power
soon.
of Magnus is at my command.
You won't get away.
Illusion is definitely busted here.
Die, damn you!
Are you shitting my dick right now?
Turn of events.
Got all this stuff to sell. Never use Death's Emperor. Got all of those. Down from 1400 to 1800 or 800.
A strange question for you, Nerevar. Are you on the cream team or the squirt squad?
I have no idea how to spell Jigalag. Oh, I guess that's what my phone is for.
Wait, Dagoth. Sheogorath changed because he's a different person from when you were last alive. The hero of Kavach mantled Sheogorath by freeing Jigalad from being Shio. Your psychotic version was due to Jigalad being forced into being Shio.
Mantling theory accepted. Different masked, same mantle. Useful footnote for later.
Where's
Not a
Serana?
field priority. Offbeat stepped in wards, and eyes on the next scene. Zula sent no channeling, no altar taps, and hand me any fragment that starts to sing.
Fine. New Shio is patch notes Shio. Old Shio was early access with no parental controls. Now kindly keep moving before the ideal masters push a hotfix to our faces.
Did I
Oh.
start with my ride on the prison ship, or was it before that? What do you want? How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these rude interruptions? What do I mean, indeed? If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. Very well. I suppose a moment or two of my time couldn't hurt. I am Jiub. Some call me Saint Jiub. Others call me Jiub the Eradicator. Perhaps you've heard of me. I can't say that I'm surprised by your answer. Until I get my second volume published, no one will ever know of my
Not happy.
achievements. A book? I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book. Surely you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Jiub the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of the Dunmer. Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop making foolish suggestions. Terrible. Simply terrible. I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair. That damned Remora and his minions. They didn't even give me a chance to explain who I was. Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew, I arrived here. My what? Wait. That means... No. All these wasted months. Or has it been years? I don't even remember how much time has passed. No, my work will never see the light of day. My name will be forgotten. Perhaps. Do you have a way out of here? Maybe I can't leave, but my writings can. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory. When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling, and I dropped the pages I had been holding. There were
Find them for me, please. I beg you. When I rewrite those pages, they'll see what they missed.
By the Free Saint Jiub, I will recover your pages. Your soul will
Savior
rest
of
in peace, and all of Morrowind will know what you did.
Good, but it sounds too narrow of scope.
Where is Harana?
Ten pages indexed and mapped. 1, 8, 10, and the layer count are secure. We'll add the remaining 6, stitch a clean sequence, and copy them under witness wards when we're out so no one can. Improve your prose. Zula on me, offbeat step thin ward, and no channeling. Jiub, we will see your work read in Morrowind under your name, exactly as written.
Saint Jiub, Scourge of Cliff Racers, and patron of Persistent, might consider your legacy queued for upload. Archmage, keep collecting lore and stop speed luring in the aggro cone of the Ideal Masters. We'll extract find the pages and let the Dunmer argue about your commerce for the next 3 centuries.
Yep. Somehow I'm missing a voice file for him, which is unfortunate. But there's other shenanigans to do. Going this way? We've been in this building? Yeah, it looks like it. He's pretty close to the Reaper's lair, so that's a good marker. Be playing for hours.
It seems trouble has found us.
Victory will be mine!
Deed? Come!
I dare you.
Let's get this over with!
They call me the Fifth Skin.
Have I been over there? Yes. Literally this area. This tiny area that I haven't been... that I was looking at on the map.
Get out while you can.
10 out of 10.
So much to do, so little time.
Seem like they're marked.
Nerevar, you are manually breathing. Now, bitch.
Entire area is unexplored. Looks like that has been. All right.
Where to next?
I think this is where we shall end things. I'm indeed getting tired. So that shall be all. Bye.